Good morning and a warm welcome back to the vlogs. And pain. Today is interesting. I'm off to Hertfordshire. Give me a chance to get my breath back. It's been a while. I'm off to Hertfordshire, to Bishop Stortford, a location that's roughly halfway between London and Cambridge. Interesting place. Why? Because it's named after the river, as opposed to the river being named after the town. Interesting history. Birthplace of Cecil Rhodes. We'll talk about him later. Controversial according to Wikipedia, but I don't use the word controversial. I'd use the word imperialist. Founder of the De Beers Diamond Company. Talk about him later. And now, let's get some miles in. Infamous Dawes Hill. Let's be having ya. Always exhilarating. Dawes Hill.
Because gears give us choices, we discover new roads, like finding beetles under a rock far from the sun. Because roads give us stories, we discover new friends who walk the same path but carry different questions. Because friends give us courage, we climb bigger hills, hills taller than our fears put together, like a paper mache monster. Because hills can look like monsters before we climb them. They lose their power once we notice the paper and glue.
Forgive the food in my mouth. Eating up the hill. Mott Street. 3-tier cake. Felt good today. Stayed in the saddle. Kept a good steady cadence in my lowest gear and just twerked myself up the hill. Getting better. Isn't it gorgeous at this time of morning? Not much about. Well, there's so much about that we can hear if we were to listen. There. Hill complete. I made an iced coffee, so it's time to have a little sip. I make a mean iced coffee. I've got mixed spice in there, I've got cocoa powder in there, I've got a little bit of sugar, I've got almond milk, and I've got coffee. Morning. Upland. We're in Upland, Epping Upland, I think. Morning. Morning. That was nice.
So back to Cecil Rhodes. Born in Bishop Stortford in 1853, Cecil Rhodes became one of the most influential and controversial figures of the British Empire. After moving to Southern Africa as a teenager, 17 years of age, he made a fortune through diamond mining and founded the De Beers Mining Company. Rhodes later served as a Prime Minister of Britain's Cape Colony and dreamed of expanding British rule across Africa. Rhodes' wealth and political power were built on colonial expansion that dispossessed African communities of their land and rights, and helped lay foundations for systems of racial segregation that influenced later apartheid in South Africa.
bench. Tom and I would sit on this bench when we were doing our training for the Dragon Ride. So it's fitting that I've come back to this space. Hunsdon, and the Crown, and a blue sky, and a 5-minute break. And then I think I've got another 10 miles to go before we get to Bishop's Stortford. Interesting place. It was bought, the manor back in the day was bought for £8 by the Bishop of London, I believe. I'll check that. Interesting place. I have a 10-minute break and we'll go again. So I'm not taking 10 minutes, I'm taking 7 minutes. Time to go. If only all drivers were as courteous as the last one just passed me. Gave me so much space. Literally took over the whole of the second lane to make sure I was safe. Great driver. Another great driver. And another. Oh, we love it. We're on a roll. We're on a roll.
Obsessed with self-importance, Rhodes named the whole region he colonized Rhodesia, which later became Zimbabwe.
I've arrived into Bishop Stortford and the bells are ringing for me. They're chiming for a decent of herbalising. They've stopped. That's quite eerie. Started again. Just finding the train station. Because yeah, I'm gonna get the train back. That was the plan. To cycle here, 33 miles, 34, quite hard, and then get the train back because I've got things to do.
There are actually quite a few buildings in Bishop Stortford that once carried Cecil Rhodes' name. The main one is South Mills Arts, which until 2020 was known as the Rhodes Arts Complex, and before that, the Rhodes Centre. After protests, the names were changed. What's interesting is that Rhodes was born in this peaceful Hertfordshire market town of Bishop Stortford, but yet thousands of miles away. What he did, the atrocities carried out in southern Africa, are still impacting us today.
You go first.
Okay. Okay. Back to Tottenham Hale. Time to go home. Great ride.